Hello, beautiful shiny souls. My name is Justine, intuitive life guide from the Philippines. Welcome back to my channel. So, for today, we are celebrating the first episode of season 3. I really missed you all. I really missed doing this. So supposedly supposedly the first episode should have aired last Monday of this week, but ironically, or maybe not, I was led to wait. I didn't know, like it wasn't clear yet how season 3 will go. And also, aside from that, I was finishing some projects. So, yeah. And then, as I was, just having my break from working, it suddenly occurred to me, wait, waiting. That is what season 3 is going to be about. We are going to explore the season of waiting. And so here we are. Now, fun fact, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm not 100% feeling well today. So I was actually thinking, should I postpone and have this on Monday instead? I said, oh, it's also feeling that now we're pushing through. Which is also a good segue to how do you know if you should push through or if you should wait? So I won't be answering that question right now. But suffice to say, it's a very personal experience, right? We could ask other people, we could wait and see what the universe will tell us, what signs will be revealed to us. But ultimately, it comes down to you, comes down to each of us, how we are experiencing our days. Are we being called to wait, or are we choosing to wait? So before we go any further, let's just be clear. I'm sure you're all familiar with this, but you know, just so we're on the same page. So what is the waiting season? What do we mean by when we are in the season of waiting? Simply put, it is when we feel that we are on a standstill, that we're not quite moving forward with our lives. We are waiting on something. It's either we are waiting on something to happen, right? Like for example, like we are applying for a job and we're still waiting for people to contact us for an interview, or maybe we already have that interview and we're waiting for the result. It could be waiting on, like, we have a goal, right? We're in our business, we're working on our business, and we already have the plans laid out. We're pushing through, we're doing the actions that we need to take, but somehow we get stuck and we don't know how to best move forward. What do we do, right? And we've been trying to think of what to do next, but nothing comes in. Like it feels like we are being blocked to access our wisdom, or even praying for inspiration and nothing is coming in. So, those are just some examples of waiting. It feels like we are waiting on something external to happen, right? For us to move forward. Now, I mentioned earlier about the call to wait and the choice to wait. So, sometimes, of course, we also, okay, let's explore first the choice to wait. Okay, so sometimes in our lives, we intentionally choose to wait, right? To hold moving forward, either because we're not yet ready, right? We mentioned earlier about like having a goal, but we're not sure how to move forward. And so instead of pushing through, we choose to wait. And at the same time, it's also a call to wait because perhaps we are asked to take a pause, to be still, and trust that whatever you need will come in at the right time. Sometimes we find ourselves not quite ready to move forward yet. Like when I came back from the US in 2015, right? Of course, I don't have a job, and there is that pressure to um, to find a job. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I spent 2 years, taking care of this beautiful angel, and I wanted to take a break just to, you know, breathe, go back to my center, and figure out how do I want to move forward. And then when I'm finally ready, it feels like I can't quite find the right job to apply to yet. So the choice to wait turned into a call of waiting. So again, it will be different for each of one of us, right? And again, it is a personal choice. It is a personal thing whether you choose to wait or you there's also that calling to wait. But sometimes it's you know, it comes together, right? If we are being called to wait, will we trust God? Will we trust divine timing, divine unfolding enough to be still and have faith that whatever we need will come in at the right time? Because here's the thing, we have been conditioned, especially in our time today, where instant gratification is so the like that's how we grew up in, right? Like what we want, we get right away, right? Quickly, fast, instantly. And we've been taught that we are the creators of our reality, that we can make things happen. Whatever we put our mind to, we will get it. And that is true. However, it is also true that you are not the only person in this world, and we are all interconnected. And so there will be times when whatever we are called to create in this world needs to align with other people's timing, right? There has to be that alignment because maybe that other person will be the person to help you in your business, right? Maybe the job opening that is perfect for you, it's not yet available at this time. And so you are being called to wait. And then there's also God's divine timing. You know, He knows when it is the right time for things to unfold. Of course, we'll have our free will, but you know, there's also that bigger design. And if it is, so this did not come from me. Okay, I just heard this from one of the uh, people that I follow. I think it's just cool. You know that we have our fate and we have our destiny, right? Like if it is a fate, meaning that it's so like it is important for us to go through that process, to go through that event in our lives because it is going to be a catalyst for our transformation, for us to get to our next level, for us to expand our consciousness, activate something within us. So it really is a fated event. Then the universe will conspire to for us to go through that event, right? And then there's the destiny, meaning that these are possibilities, right? These are possibilities. We are destined to be rich. We are destined to be with this person. But it depends on whether we choose to walk that path or not. But the possibility is there. So, yeah, I think that's fascinating. So, that's another layer of the season of waiting. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. You guys, you know me. If you've been following me, like I was actually thinking of having a like a rough outline for this, but and I'm doing this freestyle again. But I hope that my like this is making sense. Um, so yeah. So anyway, that's just a little introduction on the season of waiting. Um, this is just to introduce us to the topic, and I actually I'm excited to see what will unfold in this season. So just to give you an overview, for this season I'm playing around with just doing one episode per week. So every Saturday at 9:15 p.m. Um, I am going to be publishing the episodes, and then there will be 7 episodes. Well, let's see, because I'm not sure if I want to extend the season or not. It depends. But for now, we're sticking to one episode a week schedule. And then I might pop in once in a while if there are messages that need to be shared. But for the season of waiting, we are going to have that one episode per week. All right. And then, yeah, if you have any questions about waiting, right? If you have any questions that you'd want to ask about waiting, please feel free to share in the comment section, or I'll be putting the link in the description box for our Google form where you can submit anonymously if you want. or you can also sign in and let me know who you are, and you can share there whatever you feel called to share, and ask whatever you feel called to ask. And if it is something that I can help shed a light on, then I will be answering that question in one of the future episodes. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's it for me today. Just before we, just to end this, like, I'm really excited because, again, I've been praying for what the theme is going to be for season three. And I've been looking at, what is happening in my world right now. And also, I had a poll if you voted for what theme we'll be exploring for season three. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, so, and this came up like a lot of people are in that season of waiting and they are feeling discouraged. They need help in navigating through this season, and it's not a, it's not a good space to be in, especially if you're in that space of desperation, right? If you've been wanting to, and praying for things to happen, for things to change. And so I can feel the need to offer some hope and guidance around this topic. And I feel like because I've mastered the art of getting lost and waiting, I feel like I want to share what helped me navigate this season, because I've had many seasons of waiting in my life at different stages. And so, yeah, I think that this would be a perfect time to share the lessons, realizations, what helped me, and all that. Um, so, fun fact, when, I love learning about myself, and I was learning about human design, and through human design, I learned about gene keys. So, in a nutshell, gene keys is a voyage of self illumination. It is based on a fundamental code of consciousness and inspired by the Chinese I Ching. The gene keys are an inner journey whose purpose is to transform our core beliefs about ourselves, thus raising our lives onto a whole new level of awareness. So that is from genekeys.com. I'll be sharing the link in the description. So anyway, so for gene keys, there's the sequence. So we have the genius sequence, the love sequence, the prosperity sequence. And when I got my report, interestingly enough, it says that my deepest purpose in life is to manifest the gift of patience, and to unlock my prosperity can do that through my gift of graciousness. When I received, when I read that, I was like, huh, so that's why. That's why I have to go through those many seasons of waiting, because I was guided to transform my shadows of impatience and give myself lots of grace and kindness so that I can better serve my bigger purpose and unlock my prosperity. I was like, it's amazing how, if we really are so tuned in and we really allow God to lead our lives, we will really be guided to our highest possible timeline, to the lives that we are called to live, how God has envisioned us. And I think that's amazing. That's wonderful, right? And so I am just I guess to end this episode, I want to offer you these words. If you are in the season of waiting right now, I know you've probably heard this, but there really is a truth in this. Uh, So won't pose it as a statement, but I will invite you to just be curious and ask yourself, what if this season of waiting is happening for me? What could this season be teaching me? What gifts can I uncover while in this season of waiting? How is this season benefiting me? And just let those questions simmer within you. Because what that does is it opens your mind to possibilities. Because, hey, I've been there. I know how, yes, we are in the season of waiting, but the world continues on turning. Bills are piling up, and I feel that. I feel that, and I honor that space you're in right now. And it's difficult sometimes if you are in the thick of things and you need to, like, you're desperate for things to change. Sometimes if we're focusing on what is lacking, it blocks the inspiration to come in, right? Because we're just focused on the lack. We're focused on, we're so locked on what we want to have that we lose sight of what could be and what is a possibility, what opportunities could be presenting to us. And so that is my offering for you today. Just explore those questions and allow yourself to be curious and see what will unfold. All right, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next Saturday for episode 2 of season 3. Until then, peace, love, and light.
The world is waiting for your magic.